Hey guys, Tyler here, your Puzzle Master Insider, and today I've got something a little different for you. I was searching around at Puzzle Master here, and for those of you who don't know, we've got rooms up in the back of this space here where there's just oodles of puzzles in boxes. Old puzzles that Puzzle Master used to carry, old puzzles that Puzzle Master used to manufacture, and stuff that Allan picked up at different trade shows, IPP, craft shows, things like that, and a whole bunch of different stuff. Now, Puzzle Master has been around since the early 90s, and I found something from back in the day here. This is a suitcase that I found, and it's just filled with puzzles. Filled with big old puzzles. Now this is stuff that Puzzle Master used to use at the different trade shows, craft shows, and I think it was more of a display type of thing. So they had big puzzles, big versions of the small puzzles that they would use to display out there and kind of show people what they have. Now there's a few different puzzles here, and first off I'll show you. Here's the handcuffs. So I mean, these puzzles work exactly like the small ones do. You take a ring off, that sort of thing, and they are, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Puzzle Master line of puzzles, this is the stuff we sell on the website, and right here is the size difference between the two. So these are massive. They're thick, heavy-duty wire, and a lot bigger than the originals. So there's stuff like this handcuff. There is a catacombs where the handle actually feels like a baseball bat. I mean, it's such a massive puzzle. There's an Iron Maiden, and like I said, these work exactly like the originals. You take the rings off, put them back on, that sort of thing. There is a giant aerodynamics, which probably is about 3 feet long. There is a massive tree puzzle. So you can see that would take you some time doing that one. There is the Cowboy's Hobble with a massive metal or wood bead at the end, and the cap actually comes off on the bead. But really interesting. It's got a thick rope here. There is another aerodynamics. There's a Lion's Lair. We've got a handcuffs without a ring. And then I've got this. There was 2 puzzles in here that I hadn't seen in quite some time. And I don't actually know that Puzzle Master ever even manufactured these, or if this is just a concept, or I don't know. But yeah, it's got these 3 V shapes on it, and then a straight one at the bottom, and I assume, there's no instructions, but I assume you got to take off this brass ring. Now I played around with it. It's not a super hard puzzle, but I played around with it a little bit and kind of figured out what you got to do. So you take the V shape, you put it through that ring, and then the V that goes out the other side of that V shape, and that gets you here, and then you put the ring again through this other V shape and off the end. And just kind of a neat puzzle that I hadn't seen in many years. I don't know what it's called. Allan's actually out in San Diego at the International Puzzle Party right now, and kind of an exclusive event that he goes to each year. But so when he gets back, I'll have to ask him what these puzzles are. You can actually see some of this one actually doesn't have the V in the middle, is an unfinished wire, and then these beads are a lot bigger and actually pretty dented up and scratched. So it looks like it's been around the block and been used. But some really awesome puzzles that I found digging around in the back room here at Puzzle Master. So keep an eye out. I'm gonna dig around a little more and see what else we can find here, guys.